recently, Katie Couric was talking to the press, and she was asked about Kim Kardashian, and she said, "I don't understand. Why are they so famous? I think it's mostly teenage girls that are interested." So that was something that rubbed the Kardashians the wrong way. Kim Kardashian apparently did not like that statement because recently Katie Couric sent her a baby gift with a card that says, "Dear Kim and Kanye, congratulations on the birth of your baby girl, and may I humbly suggest you continue the K tradition of names, fondly Katie Couric." Okay? So that's a nice present to send, except Kim Kardashian took a picture of the card, put it up on Instagram, and captioned it with the hashtags, "I hate fake media friends, may humbly suggest you not send gifts, then talk shit."
Damn! Okay, regulated.
So on the surface, this sounds like, a fluff piece, that there's really nothing there, but it kind of goes to show you that there is like this obsession with media access, right? And Katie Couric did not play it right in this situation. You can't be honest about your disdain for someone and then go and send them a gift to suck up and continue to have access to that person.
Should I try to get my gift back from the Kardashians? Did I screw that up?
Maybe that's the right way to do it.
There's no one you don't have to send a goddamn baby gift to than Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. I mean, they got $500 gazillion and 10,000 gifts. Save your fucking blanket money.
Okay, now, I like your passion on that. My guess is...
Right, I didn't give a shit about Egypt.
Right. It would be better if you turned your chair around and leaned on it.
My guess is that her press people do this without even checking with Katie Couric.
Probably.
They're like, okay, who are the important people in media? And when they have a goddamn baby, we're sending them the goddamn blanket,
but
right?
how fake and unbearable is that? Like, I don't want someone's press person to send me like a birthday gift or whatever.
I don't want anybody to send me any gifts ever. Basically.
Well, I disagree with that.
I mean, people who are close to me on my birthday, I guess. I don't, or Christmas or whatever the fuck it is you people celebrate. I don't think you're right. I don't think Katie Couric has a giant staff that's sending baby gifts to celebrities. I think they check with her first.
Really?
Yeah.
I think she probably said,
Right, yeah.
send Kim and Kanye a little something.
Right. That's
Okay, what are we doing now? What
Right,
camera do
what's
I
the-
look in?
right.
I mean, that's probably how it went down.
Yeah.
And
I don't think she's shocked for it.
Yeah, that we can agree on.
Yeah.
And but it goes to Anna's point, which is that why did they send them the gift in the first place? Because they're really good friends? Obviously not.
No.
They send them so just in case Katie Couric on her talk show needs a guest at some point, like a big profile guest like Kanye or Kim, that's why you want to be constantly sending gifts to these folks who you're later going to ask to come on.
I remember when I was in school for journalism, one of the things that you do not do under any circumstance is, A, you don't pay for an interview, which, by the way, happens in the media all the time. You guys know that. And also, you do not accept gifts or give gifts to someone that you're supposed to be doing the news on.
Right. It's a little different in the celebrity world. It's not. You're not really covering Kim Kardashian.
The first rule of
important
journalism
way.
is send flowers. Always send flowers to whoever it is. But can I ask you a question? Is it untrue that teenage girls are mostly interested in Kim? Why is that offensive? Why is that talking shit?
I don't think that was the part of the statement that offended her. I think the part of the statement that offended her, and it's a criticism that she gets often, is I don't know why she's famous. Okay. What is she famous for? What does she do? She has no talent. I'm sure after a while it gets under her skin.
Can I just say one thing on my camera, if I could, for a brief moment? I've gotten a lot of baby gifts in the last 4.5 months, and I was not talking to you guys. Obviously, I'm very grateful. I think you're right. It has to be that. And I think it's okay that we can be conflicted about the Kardashians, because there's something obviously that feels wrong and it feels illegitimate about the way we handle celebrity, that we fawn over them and we've given them this show and we care about everything they do and whoever they marry and what they name their baby. On the flip side, they have worked incredibly hard to create that. It's not Paris Hilton. They were Paris Hilton, and they've taken that and run with it and crushed Paris Hilton.
Can I just say something really quick? I'm sorry, and I don't mean this to offend you or anything, but I freaking hate that argument. Because they had the big name, and then they used their big name to sell shit.
But
that's all they fucking did.
How many people have been on The Bachelor? How many people have been on Survivor? How many people have had 1,000 opportunities to do that? and didn't.
Okay, so they didn't take advantage of the opportunity. I guess I could
Okay.
give them credit for taking advantage of the
Yes,
opportunity. But anyone with like half a brain would use the little bit of publicity they have to start selling shit. And that's what they
No.
did.
But they have created an interest in their empire of selling things. Like they decided we're gonna hustle, we're gonna make something of this, and now the whole entity of how we're gonna the great thing about the Kardashians is if people don't ask the question of why they're so famous, it hurts them. They need people to ask that question. What drives them, I think, is this idea, why are we so famous? Look at us constantly fight against this suggestion of why are we so famous.
See, this is why I love the Young Turks, because we've accidentally stumbled upon a really interesting conversation. I half agree with both of you. Now, the part I agree with Anna is, look, yes, most people don't use that opportunity well because most people are idiots, apparently. Okay, but if you got half a mind and you presented a golden opportunity where the whole world is watching you, okay, you milk it. One element that you're leaving out, Anna, that's really important, and it's actually what leads to success in many different fields. It's the ability to be shameless. Right?
Yeah, that's very true.
And if it was you wouldn't be able to do it. Not because you're not smart, but because you're not shameless.
Look, I wouldn't do, if I were in Kim Kardashian's shoes, and it would be my mistake, I wouldn't do Playboy. I wouldn't do,
That's right.
I wouldn't do like the hundreds of thousands of like bikini pictures and all of that. Like
Of
she
course.
is shameless. I wouldn't name my freaking baby Northwest because I knew it was going to get me publicity. I wouldn't marry some dude because I knew that it was going to get me publicity. Like all of those things. Like, and of course some people will deny like, oh no, she didn't get married to that guy for publicity. Please.
I think
Like,
Kim Kardashian proves over and over and over again, besides being like a business person in their empire, that she is shameless and humorless. Like there's no sense of humor about any of it. And the reason you couldn't do that either, if someone said to you like, hey, Anna, I just don't get it, how you got so famous, you would be like, I know, can you believe this shit?
Right.
Like you just couldn't, it's too sublime that
Right,
it happened.
right.
And you wouldn't be able to actually draw attention to the joke.
Yeah.
She can't, she's so not
You know why?
able to do it. And it's so, the investment in her beauty, it's all going to go south at some point.
It's going to go southwest at some point. Okay. No,
but
because how she got famous in the first place is burrowed deep under her skin in a massive insecurity she can't ever get past. Because it was the sex tape.
Yes.
And since it was the sex tape, she can't laugh it off and be like, oh yeah, I remember when you guys all saw me watching, having sex, and that's how I got famous. It's hard to laugh that off. And then finally, look, it's not just media. Same thing with the Wall Street guys. Like, are they the smartest guys in the room? Kind of sometimes. I mean, they went to good schools, and so figuring out some of those complex derivatives takes some degree of intelligence. But that's not what sets them apart. What sets them apart is they go, well, I know I'm adding half a cent or 5 cents or whatever to your every can of soda you drink by moving this aluminum around, but I don't give a shit.
Right.
And I know that when I take this action with these derivatives, that your house might go under, but I don't give a shit, right? Like in little ways in how it affects you, and that gives them a $5 billion profit on aluminum, or in gigantic ways that destroy your life, and then they foreclose on you full well knowing that they don't have the documents and they might be doing it by mistake, but they don't give a shit.
Yep.
And so the key to success, unfortunately,
denial.
is
a
yes, to
form
be
of
able to
denial.
deny to yourself what a bad person you are, right? So the two things you need is a little bit of intelligence and a lot of shamelessness.